Just to keep it real here, guys, I will be talking about balanced diet and healthy eating in the upcoming video, but I will be sitting here sipping on Diet Coke and munching on sweets. Hi everyone, welcome back to Linda Libra Loca. When I filmed my labor and delivery story, I asked you guys on Twitter and on my blog if you were sick of me talking about mommy stuff or if you would like to hear more about them. And one question I actually got quite a lot is, how do you bounce back to your pre-baby body after a pregnancy? And to be honest, I'm not the ideal person to answer this question because, as you will see in the end of the video, I did not bounce back to my pre-baby body and I did not bounce back after my first pregnancy either. But I think I have some tips and some background information that I'm going to share with you. The first thing I want to address are the changes that happen throughout the pregnancy, and these are necessary changes. They happen to everyone, but not to everyone at the same level. Some of them are permanent, like your rib cage is going to expand, and for people with small hips, their hips are going to get wider, and that won't go back to the way it was before you had a baby. There are some other changes that are not permanent, like weight gain. Anyone who's pregnant gains weight. Some of the weight is the baby, the placenta, the amniotic fluid, all that stuff. Your breasts gain, well, about a cup size, maybe 2 cup sizes in preparation for breastfeeding, and some people retain water. Not everyone does, I never did, but some people do retain quite a lot of water. Even if you would diet, you would gain the weight. The baby weight, the weight of the baby, okay, but the other weight as well, because your body goes into storage mode. Our bodies are programmed to save up energy for the time after you had a baby, where you can't go out, you can't go hunting or collecting whatever you did collect back then, and you have to stay in and breastfeed. So it gathers all the energy it can so it can release and feed on this energy when you're breastfeeding. That was true in prehistoric times and is true right now, even though we can just dial up a pizza. Another change most of the women throughout the pregnancy experience is a loss of muscle mass. That is hormonal, because you have more estrogen, which is more for the fat storage, and less testosterone, which is for building the muscle. And usually you just don't work out the same way you did before. It is safe to keep working out throughout the pregnancy. It is beneficial for the pregnancy and it is beneficial for a speedy delivery and a healthy baby. But you just, when you're 9 months pregnant with a big belly, you can barely walk up the stairs. And you for sure can't do the same exercise regimen you did before. So you're losing muscle, which does not reflect on the scale because muscle is heavier than fat. But it reflects in your in the amount of calories your body burns, because your muscles are like engines. Even if you're resting on the couch watching Netflix, your muscles are burning calories. Your fat does not. So if you have less muscle, you will burn less calories throughout the day, which means you gain weight easier. Another hormonal change throughout pregnancy is a hormone called relaxin. This is very important to prepare the body for giving birth and giving room to the baby. It makes your tendons and your connective tissue very soft and easily separated. Great for pushing out a baby. Imagine everything would stay as tight as it was. I don't want to imagine that. But not so great for the general firmness and toning you have in your body. Especially during the first trimester and during the last few weeks, this relaxin works most on the body. So if you have a C-section or your baby is preterm, you may not experience as much changes as someone who overcarries, because someone who overcarries has more weeks where the relaxin is working on the connective tissue. Another thing that happens to all women, but not to all at the same amount, is abdominal separation. When you look at your six-pack, obviously we all have one, you can see a small line down, right down the center. And actually there is no muscle in there, but connective tissue connecting the two rectus abdomini, the two straight abdominal muscles. And when you get pregnant and you're going like that, at some point the connective tissue will give way. You can feel it, sometimes you can see it, and you can feel it afterwards. So it will just loosen and your muscles are no longer connected. Every woman has this after pregnancy, but some have it that bad that they need surgery to connect them again, and with other women it just heals with time and some small exercise. This abdominal separation, if not treated properly, can lead to severe problems: back pain, back posture, and in many cases it is related to this mummy tummy, this just flabby, loose looking tummy, because, well, the muscles don't hold the intestines back in there. So it's very important, if you go to your post-pregnancy checkup or you're talking to your midwife, that you have them check for abdominal separation before you start to work out. I know some women do it. I have seen Heidi Klum walk the Victoria's Secret fashion show weeks after she had a baby. I have seen the "What's Your Excuse" baby carrying moms on Instagram. It happens to some people, and there are some things you can do to encourage bouncing back, but truth is most women don't. Most women need time to get where they were. And we have a saying in Germany that translates somewhere like this: what takes 10 months to grow takes 10 months to go. There are things you can do to encourage your body to bounce back, and one is keep on exercising. It's great for your health, it's great for a speedy delivery, it's great for the health of the baby, and of course it lessens the loss of muscles. So you have more muscles after delivery and you can get back easier. Plus, once you stop working out, it will be very hard to get back into a routine. I can tell you from experience how bad it is, because during my first pregnancy I did workouts, small workouts, right until 2 weeks before I had my daughter. And with my son now, I was on modified bed rest, so I was just, well, I was not able to do any exercise, and I can definitely feel the difference between after the last pregnancy and after this pregnancy. Another thing that has a great influence on how quickly you bounce back is your body type. If you're one of the lucky women who can basically eat whatever they want and never gain weight, you will most likely don't have any issues after pregnancy. If you are someone who has always struggled with keeping the weight and had to eat healthy, work out regularly, chances are you will have a harder time. The third thing that influences how quickly you bounce back is, of course, the weight gain. I gained 14 kilograms with my daughter, and I gained 19 kilograms with my son. So of course it will take me a lot longer to get back to where I was before the pregnancy this time than last time. Another thing to keep in mind is that there are things that affect weight loss. Things like stress, like sleep deprivation, and these are things that occur when you have a newborn. You will not get a full 8 to 9 hours sleep. You will most likely not be able to stand in the kitchen and prepare a healthy salad, but just grab a bite to eat. And if you're anything like me, you'll reach for sweets just to reward you. Some people say that you lose your weight instantly if you breastfeed. And while breastfeeding may help, this is not entirely true. It can be for some women that they have a harder time losing weight while breastfeeding because their bodies are still in storage mode. So they don't shed the kilograms that easily because the body holds on to every ounce of energy he has, which is in most cases fat energy. Well, the same way you achieve it all the time. If you want to lose weight, you need to burn more calories than you take in. That's just easy maths. So you can increase the amount of calories you burn through your workout, or you can decrease the amount of calories you take in by going on a diet. Now here's the point. At first, get your doctor's clear before you start working out. I have been talking about abdominal separation before, but there are many, many other issues. It's usually not safe to work out until 6 to 8 weeks after delivery. And I'm talking really heavy workouts. Of course, you can go for a long walk or maybe do some stretching. If you have the clear from your doctor, focus on building up your muscle mass. Because the more muscles you have, the more calories you will burn throughout the day, the easier it will get to lose weight in the long run. You have to do quite an amount of building up your muscles to get to the point you were before you got pregnant. Diet. I do not, never ever, recommend going on a strict diet. I've seen it around Instagram. Fat diets giving you 600 to 800 calories per day. This is not going to, well, obviously it is going to work. You will lose weight, but the biggest amount of weight you will lose will be losing your muscles. So in the long run, you will lose a few kilograms, and afterwards you will start eating, well, a little more, 1,500 to 2,000 calories, and your weight will go up, up, up again. And this is a vicious cycle. Plus, if you're breastfeeding, you should never, ever go on a diet because you will be starving your baby as well as yourself. So if I say I don't recommend going on a diet, that does not mean that I recommend you eat pizza all day. If I'm talking healthy diet, I'm talking balanced. It's also very important not to focus on weight. As I said, you need to rebuild your muscles, and if you're gaining more muscle mass, that may lead to you being actually heavier on the scales. My advice would be not to step on the scales too often and instead take your measurements once a month so you can see if you're losing centimeters or inches. And now for the part that makes me the most insecure. Where am I at the moment? Well, I'm filming this exactly 3 months after delivery. And as I said, I gained 19 kilograms and I'm down 11 already. That means I have still 8 more kilograms to go. I already fit into some of my pre-pregnancy clothes, obviously not the very tight ones. I think it will take me some more time than usual because I'm already 37, so my body is already in granny mode when it comes to repairing. I'm nowhere near where I want to be. And as you can see, I have barely any waist. I used to have one, and I have no muscle. As you can see when I flex my arm, there's no muscle to my arms, and I have a quite flabby tummy. But I can assure you that when my summer holiday comes very soon, I will be wearing my bikinis, no matter how my tummy looks, because I will get back into shape one day and I will take one step at a time. No fat diet, working out, healthy eating. Most of the time it's all about balance. If you would like to follow along, if you would like me to do more updates on where I stand, please tell me in the comments below. I don't think I will do them monthly because, well, I don't think that much will change, but maybe every 3 months. Okay, I hope I didn't bore you to death, and I'll see you soon with another beauty video. Bye!